Today we're going to be doing a quick core-centered mat flow here. So we're going to go ahead and start on our hands and knees. So a little quadruped position here, hands underneath those shoulders. We're just going to start with the cat-cow, just kind of stretch out a little bit here. So we drop that belly, draw those shoulders back, lift that chin, breath in. Exhale, press through those palms, round through that spine, dropping that head down. Good. Let's do that a couple more times here. So drop that belly, lift that chin, breath in. Exhale, round through that spine, tuck that tailbone under, drop your head. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Find that arch. Exhale, round through that spine. Good. Last one. Maybe a little bit more exaggerated this time. Round through that spine. Feel that stretch. All right, let's go ahead and find a flat back here. We're going to do a little bit more stretching here. So we're going to extend that right leg back. Nice and straight. You're going to take a breath in. And your exhale, you're going to bring it across to the left side of your mat. Take a peek back at those toes. So feel a little stretch on that right side. Inhale back up. Bring that knee back in. Good. Let's go ahead and extend that left leg out. Again, left leg comes over to the right side of that mat. Take a peek back at those toes. Inhale tall and long. Exhale, bring it back in. So we'll just do that a few times here. Extend out. Exhale to peek back. Inhale long. Bring that back in. Good. Keep that belly button in here. For 2. Good. Feel that length through that leg. Feel that nice little stretch as we tap back. Last one on each side. Feel that stretch. Come back center and lower that down. Good. Shake out those wrists there for a second. All right, we're going to come straight into our bird dog here. So opposite arm, opposite leg. We'll extend that left leg back. Extend that right arm out. Feel that length. And lower that down. So we're just going to alternate back and forth here. You can kind of use your breath in here as you extend out to help with that length and that balance. Think about using that exhale to lower, drawing that belly button in. The goal here is to try and keep that torso, that back, nice and still, or as still as you can. We're just moving those arms and legs. A couple more on each side here. For 2. Last one on each side here. All right. Next, we're going to extend that left leg back, right arm out, hold. And we're going to find small little pulses. Pulsing that arm and leg up, squeezing that butt, lifting that arm, belly button in for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, feel that length, and lower down. Good. Let's go straight to the other side. Find your balance first here. You might not lift all the way up high. That's okay. Keep it low. We'll find those pulses. Maybe it's not a huge pulse here. Whatever you feel like you have control over. 5, 4, 3, 2, lengthen, and lower that down. Good. Shake those wrists out. Good. All right. Next, we're going to bring that into a crunch. So let's go ahead and come back onto our hands and knees here. We're going to extend that left leg back, right arm out, hold, breath in. Exhale, we're going to draw that elbow toward your knee. It might not come all the way. That's okay. Just come as close as you can, kind of round through that spine, trying to feel that crunch. So only bring the knee and elbow together as close as you can with balance and control. Maybe you get a little closer each time. For 4, 3, 2. Last one. Extend out one more time. Feel that length. And lower down. Let's come right into the other side here. Hold. Find your balance first. Breath in. Lengthen. Exhale. Bring that in. Crunch. Good. Think about drawing that belly button in as you extend out and taking that breath in. Exhale. Round through that spine. Feel that crunch. Feel those abs working here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Crunch. Extend out one more time. And lower everything down. Good. Shake out those arms. Shake out those wrists. We're going to go ahead and come into a seated position. Kind of carefully swing your legs around here. We're just going to have our legs bent out in front of us. Kind of an open angle here, so you don't want them super high up. Just kind of whatever feels comfortable in your hips. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to start with a round back here. So we're going to roll back just a little bit. So we tuck through that tailbone, roll back just enough that you can kind of stay rounded through your spine, maybe about halfway. Roll onto the top of that tailbone, and then we just roll right back up. Exhale, draw that belly button in as you round through. Shoulders stay drawing down that back. Good. Nice and long to that low back, and then draw that belly button into round through. Good. Inhale tall. Last one. Good. Roll all the way up. Good. You can shake out those hips there. All right. This time we're going to start adding on here to eat as we're rolled back here. So we can come into that soft bend in that knee. If you want to straighten your legs, that's okay. We're going to roll back, hold. We're going to lift those arms up, lower those arms down, and then stack back up. Good. Tuck that tailbone under, roll back, hold, lift, lower, and extend all the way back up. Good. Doesn't have to be super high. Maybe it's just a little motion there. Again, whatever you feel like you have control over. And then maybe you just get a little taller each time. You don't want to roll back onto your back here. Last one like this. And roll all the way back up. Lower that out. Good. Shake that out. All right. 2 more progressions. Similar but different. Let's sit up nice and tall. Breath in. Exhale. We roll back. Hold. We're going to sweep your right arm out to the right. Come back. Sweep that left arm out to the left. Draw back. Come back up. Exhale. Maybe our gaze follows that hand here. You want to add a little bit more balance, a little bit more to those obliques. Good. Try to keep that belly button in. Feel those abs working. Roll up 2 more. Extend. Good. And out. It's parallel. Back up. Last one. Good. If you need to soften into those knees, feel free. Whatever kind of feels better on that back. Good. Take that out. 1 more here. All right, we're going to open up both arms at the same time. So let's reset. Breath in. Tall. Tuck that tailbone under. Roll back. Hold. Sweep both arms out. Bring them back to parallel and stack back up. Good. Tuck that tailbone. Roll back. Hold. Open. Close. Stack back up. We have 3 more here. So that chin is a little tucked, but keep just a little bit of space between your chin and chest. Belly button in. 2. Last one. Open, close, and stack back up. Lower everything down. Good. You can kind of stretch that out there a little bit. We're going to roll down onto your back here. So we can kind of roll down just how we did, 1 vertebra at a time, and we just roll all the way down. All right. So you're going to come into a little dead bug here. So we're going to bring both legs into tabletop. We're going to extend those hands up towards the ceiling here. And we're just going to start with our arms. So you're just going to lower your right arm down, bring it back up, left arm down, and bring it back up. So just alternate back and forth here a couple times. Just kind of getting used to this motion. 1 more on each side. Now we're going to just move our legs. So you're going to extend your leg out, kind of hovering just above the ground, bring it back in, and then we'll alternate back and forth. We'll start to feel those abs working here. A little bit of those hip flexors. For 2. Now, last one here on each side. Similar to bird dog, we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So take a second there if you need to kind of reset. All right, let's come right back to that starting position. You're going to lower your left leg, lower your right arm. Both arms and legs hovering here. Bring that back, and then lower that right arm, lower that left arm and that right leg. I'm might have messed that up there. Opposite arm, opposite leg, whichever arm and leg you choose to start with. Nice and long. Good. Try to keep that belly button in. Think about engaging through those ribs as you lower. 2. Last one on each side. Just make sure that we're even here. Bring everything back and lower that down. Shake out those hips. Good. All right. Next, we're going to kind of do the same breakdown, but we're going to move our arms and our legs at the same time. So extend those hands up towards the ceiling. Let's bring those legs back into tabletop. From here, we're going to go ahead and come up into a little crunched position. So we're going to extend those arms above your head and then lower back down, kind of right beside those legs there. Breathe. One more. Good. Hold those arms up. We're going to extend both legs out and bring it in. Good. Both legs down and bring it in. Good for 2. Last one. Lower everything down. Shake that out. Whew. All right. Now we're going to bring that together. So we're going to lower our legs and our arms at the same time. Let's bring both legs into tabletop. We'll extend those hands up towards the ceiling. Come into that crunch. Good. We're going to extend both our arms and our legs out. Breath in. Exhale, bring that back together. Inhale long. Exhale, bring it together. Breathe. For 3. Feel those abs shaking here. 2. Last one. Bring it in and lower everything down. Shake that head side to side there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come into some roll-ups here. So let's extend both legs out. They can be together. You might find it a little easier if your arms or if your legs are a little bit spread apart. So kind of adjust as you need. Let's extend those hands above your head. Take a breath in. On your exhale, we'll start to reach those hands up. Nod that chin towards your chest. We're rounding through that spine to roll up. You might need to bend your knees a little bit. That's okay. And then we'll reach up and over. Feel that stretch. Come up nice and tall and lower everything down. Good. All right. Next, we're going to come into some quick side planks here. So we're going to try to come up onto your hand with our legs, both legs straight here. So we'll kind of carefully make yourself up. If you need to come into a bent knee, you can. We can extend that hand up towards the ceiling. We hold here to start. At any point you need to come onto your elbow because your wrist doesn't allow. It's okay. Breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring that down. Good. Shake out that wrist, pull out that shoulder. All right, we're going to come right back into that. We're going to have small little pulses in that side plank. So carefully make your way up. Extend that hand up towards the ceiling if you can. If not, you can kind of stay down here. We're going to find small little pulses. So we lift those hips up and up. Maybe that hand comes on your hip. 4, 3, feeling those obliques. 2, lift and lower that down. Shake out that wrist. Good. All right, last thing here, and add a little rotation into those obliques a little bit more. Good. We find that nice strong plank, side plank breath in. Exhale, we're going to reach back and try to tap those knees. Inhale here. Exhale, twist and tap. Breathe. Good. For 3. Maybe lifting that butt up isn't available. You can just kind of tap that hand down. 2. Last one. Inhale back and lower that down. Good. Shake that out. Let's come onto the other side here. We're just going to hold. Kind of get yourself situated here. We come right into it. Wherever you have that top arm placement. Good. And hold. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Shake that out. Roll out that shoulder. Let's come right back into it for those pulses here. We reach up, find that balance first, and we pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. Roll that shoulder out, shake out those wrists. Last thing here, we can finish strong here. All right, breath in. Let's come into that side plank. Hold, take a breath in. We're going to reach back towards that knee, maybe finding that little rotation and that butt lift there if it's available to you. If that feels too crazy, go ahead and just tap that knee and bring it back for 3. Use your breath here too. Last one. Come back center. And lower everything down. Shake that out. Good. All right, let's go ahead and find a nice plank here. We'll take a breath in. And your exhale, soften your knees. Walk your hands back towards your toes. We're going to ragdoll back up, stacking one vertebra at a time, bringing that head up last. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Good. All right, let's take a big stretch here. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Bring your hand onto your wrist, stretch up and over to the side. Inhale, center. Switch up and over to the other side. You come back, center, breath in, and exhale to press that away. Good work today. Hope you got a little bit of a sweat in. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.